Okay.
So this is one of the websites that you'll be working on. This is what I sent to you via. So I've got it all here for you. Where are we? Wiki. Impact Personal Training. Okay, so it just gives you an idea where to find the files. I've uploaded the files to our SharePoint, which Gary should give you access to. Download the zip content. Just follow through here. It's just setting up a basic WordPress install. Okay. Now, if you need to log in, you want to go to CMS WP admin. Okay. Now, you won't be able to access that. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to open up your FileZilla content. So, for example, you need to go to the Impact server here.
Okay. Do I have the host and all this information to log in about user and password, host, and other things?
Yeah. So you should be able to get that from the file that I uploaded here. So if you download FileZilla, just import the files here, and you'd have access.
Can you write anywhere the password, because there is its password is base 64, as I remember, so I can look at the password. I don't remember if there is a base 64 in the XML file or other.
Yeah, so all you need to do is just, if you download FileZilla, and then when you open it, go to File Import.
Yes, I know, but I want to know the true password, not the hash password.
Right, I see what you mean. Okay, then in that case, I need to, because I don't even know them off my head. Documents, FileZilla. Here we go. So cat FileZilla XML. So for example, GP dev. Such a base 64, and then I believe it is echo. So that's the password here, you see. So you want a list of these passwords.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to go through the file and decode them, and then put them on Azure somewhere for you?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, okay, it's gone. Decode.
Okay. So I need to still trace my BA things, however.
Add to table. Okay, so I've got website credentials here. Okay, so I started here. So if you noticed, these are the login in, so you can go to login. So what I'll do is I'll put the actual server passwords in here as well. I'll do that for you as quick as I can. So for example, okay, so if you was to try to go to this URL, you'd actually be denied access. But for me, I can access the WordPress plugin. Impact. Okay, so it's CMS WP admin, but I've linked it here. So if you notice at the bottom of my screen, bottom left, you can see the hyperlink. Okay, in order for you to actually gain access, you would need to log in to the Azure. So the way I've done this site is Azure UK Fast. So log into Azure. When you want to go to site, so it's actually locked down by web.config. So you may know this as a .NET developer. So you got allow, okay? So this top one is Richard's IP address, okay, for Impact.
Okay.
This is group promotions, and then what you would have to do is add your one. So you just copy and paste this, and then just change the IP address to your IP address.
Sure.
I'm not sure if your IP address is dynamic or static, so
No,
you
it's
may...
static public IP, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, perfect. Do you want me to pull it in now for you, or do you want to do it?
Okay, let's do it. I will tell you my IP address. Give me a second.
Yeah.
With these two places, do you want me to ask them to add them to pay them run or pay them? No, pay them.
Okay, it's
Okay, so 77.237. What was it again? 77.237.26.42. And 6.42. So we'll verify that. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. Save it. Yes. Okay. Double check I haven't broke the install. Okay, so now you should be able to access that URL.
impact pt dot co.uk.
Yeah, /CMS /WP -admin.
Okay. Yes, I have a login page.
Not at all, not at all.
Like this.
We often get teased.
Oh, sorry, one sec. Like this, yeah?
In the US and in Jamaica.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, I can, but no, I don't have a...
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you won't have the true key, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So the username and the password are on the document. Here,
Can you
so
pass
Kieran.
the password to the Skype?
Everything written up, ready to go. The reason why I've been sitting on it is that the whole HPSI issue. What I was trying to avoid was creating a new contract unnecessarily, but also close to having some sort of agreement in place with HPSI. And I thought it might be better.
I'll log in as well. Actually, no, because I don't know if we can log in as to use this at the same time. Oh, I think we can.
So yeah, in terms of the contracts, like I said, it's all done, it's all finished, it's all finalised.
Okay, I'm in.
You logged in. Okay, yes, it kicked me out when I tried to log in. Do you want to share your screen and I'll just guide you? You don't really need...
you know, I want to you do it by yourself, okay? I recording this session, so I can back and follow you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I can't actually see and I can't log in with you inside, but you don't need to worry.
I'm logged out. Wait a second. Okay, I'm logged out.
Okay, perfect. CMS, admin.
It's all been zeroed out to reflect
Okay.
that you're not being charged those fees, just the transaction fees. Other than that, the contract
Right.
is one ready to go.
In order to update, just go to here, to the updates. I won't do it just now. It's a bit slow because of the app service we're using isn't the greatest. Okay, so for example, you normally have update now, so you can update the WordPress that's available here. So you click on this to update, and then ensure that you update the custom fields. This won't be updated because we don't have a license for the new version. It's not worth buying another license because only one client is using the advanced custom fields. This is sufficient enough, okay?
Okay.
So if you just did this and then updated, this just won't update because it's not necessary. I will let you do that. Here you don't really need to do too much. Richard knows his way around WordPress. I'd advise just having a look at WordPress.org, for example. Just having a brief look at, you know, the themes, how to use them. Obviously, you know, WordPress is very popular, so yeah, you don't need to do too much. Now, I will show you. So we've got a step-by-step here. Okay, I'll show you what is necessary. From the local, never upload this, because on the server you'll have predefined variables for this file. So WordPress config.
Okay.
Yep. So never replace this.
If I could,
So you've got connection strings, okay? These connection strings are found in Azure. So this was set up automatically by Azure when we built the WordPress API, and I'll show you where to find this application in Azure. I'll show you that shortly. Let me get rid of text edit, come out of here. Now, quick overview of the theme that we're using. So, oh, sorry. If, for example, you see that changes aren't reflected, I've basically stopped it from caching for now. But come into here, so you click on delete cache at the top. It takes ages. And then just delete the cache. Yeah, it's just a plugin. Does its own thing. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But yeah, so if you find that, for example, there's plugins that need updating, just, you know, click up to the updates and then just update. Be patient, because the app service is super slow. I think we're using like the basic package, so I think it's like 1 CPU or something.
Okay. So what do you mean it's slowly? How much can you take? For example, update WordPress.
Yeah, you can update it. It just literally takes a while to update, just load, because it's got to grab the new files and pull them down. The actual server does.
How much of time can we take? Half hour, 5 minutes?
Oh, no, about 10-15 minutes, if that.
Okay.
So I won't worry too much. If you ever find you have a problem, you'll find something like this, stuck in maintenance mode, for example. So if I can find an image here. So you see this image? If you're seeing this and it's stuck, you can't get out of it. This is a reason with WordPress being a pain. What you need to do is you would go into the server. Okay, so into the server, impact, PT, inside here, site, root, and then I believe, because I haven't had it done, it hasn't done it to me for a while, what you got to look for is a .maintenance file. It will either be in app or it will be in CMS. Normally I think it pops up in here. It's called .maintenance. Just delete it. Okay?
Just what? Excuse me, can you repeat? Just delete the file.
Yeah. Just if it hangs like this,
Sure.
just find a .maintenance file or maintenance, anything that says maintenance. It's either going to be here in the app directory within the root, or the CMS directory, or it will be in the root. It's not going to be anywhere else. I can't exactly remember which one, but I think it's actually CMS. But just look on the roots, okay?
Okay.
And just delete the file and then refresh the website and you'll get the website back. It's just a weird WordPress bug. So that's just the WordPress backend here. Custom posts, etc. So for example, Richard likes to have like his own custom content. You've got normal post, team member is something that I've created, results, career, exercise. I'll show you how this is done with the back end. So a quick overview of the theme for you. So I'll log out of here. So I don't need to be in here just now. So the theme actually uses something called roots.io. Okay.
Roots.io, what's it?
Well, yes.
No, that didn't work, did it? Oh, here we go. So it's called Sage, done by Roots. Okay. So just go here, learn. I've actually added it to the document here. So the theme installation, etc. Just go through here, have a little look. Gives you an example of the user's Laravel Blade templating engine. Read the docs. You've got configuration. It's quite quick to pick up. It's not so difficult, and then the changes that Richard asked for are not very big anymore because the site's already built. So obviously, yeah, spend a bit of time having a look at the configuration. It might even be worth, speaking to Gary. They actually have a really good book. I think it's this. They have a really good theme development Sage book. I don't know, it's up to you whether or not you think it will be worthwhile picking something like this up so it's a bit more in depth. I never did. Didn't know it at first and I picked it up quite quickly. So let me show you the application.
This is just on the setup. Forget all the development work before that. Just getting everything up and running. So I don't know even if someone has that kind of money just to walk through the front door of HPSI. And then you've got to
okay, so as you noticed here, I've called it dev.impact.co.uk. Now I can show you my host file. Notice here, I just repoint localhost to pick up this domain.
Of course.
Yeah, so if you could do the same, it will just be less of a problem with you setting it up locally if you just follow what I've done. Again, I've included exactly what I've done, hosts, etc. Change the WordPress config, keep the database name the same, change it to your. It shouldn't be too difficult. Again, if you've got problems, by all means contact me. Yeah. Okay, let's show you. Let me log out. I don't like being logged in. So we go dev impact UK. Okay, let me show you properly. Okay, cancel this. Come out of this. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So this is the root. It's completely different to a normal. I don't know what that is. It's an empty folder. So this is the root. It's completely different to a standard WordPress install. This is built using Yeoman. So the WordPress core files are in here. You would not need to touch this really at all. So when you update WordPress inside of the dashboard, these are the files that will be updated and replaced. Okay, so anything here you don't need changing, you don't need to touch. How WordPress works, you've got a content, a theme, etc. And then the plugins. But now I'll show you how ours work. Is we have everything in app. Okay, so we separate it. Plugins, you wouldn't worry too much about it. It's just plugins that are installed with WordPress that we use. So advanced custom fields. This is just like your vendor basically. So yeah, not to worry. The only where you want to be working is in app themes. I've left this here for you. This is a more updated theme, but it's still an infant. So there's no restrictions on node version, etc. Because this one has a couple of restrictions, which is the old one that's currently being used. So impact roots v2, which is what you see here. So this is the theme that's being used. Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's very much built with the same structure as Laravel PHP. So if you had a look at Laravel, you kind of get an idea that you've got your app. So your app holds your controllers, like for your front page, the header. The controller is used to return data to the view. Okay. So it's pretty much like it's an MVC. So this is where you can deal with the data. Get field is specific to advanced custom fields. So if I show you advanced custom field, I'm going to give you this because we're pro, by the way. Have a look at this as well. You won't have to do too much here. Again, it's just small updates, but it's nice to know how things work. Yeah. Okay. Again with the partials, so each partial for the view has a controller. There's not much that needs to be changed in here. Okay, the only thing, so for example, if he asks for a new post type, you would add them here. So custom post. So the custom post was the results, the results, the transformations. Just literally copy what I've done here. So you create the labels, you create the arguments, and that's it. And then in here, you just register the post type for WordPress. Okay.
Okay.
Again, you don't really. I don't think you'd be asking for something so. Well, that's a bad typo. I don't think it'd be asking for something so technical straight away. So lately, I've just been getting the odd request to change an image on the homepage. So again, don't worry about the config. That's used by the WordPress as well as the theme. You want to be focusing mainly in the resources folder. So resources folder holds your views. So these are the views that you'll be using. You've got the layout and then your partials, and then these are the actual templates and the pages, and then your assets. Okay, so say for example, he wants to change the front page, like an image on the front page. You would go to frontpage.blade, which is.
Excuse me, can we have a very short break? Sorry, because I have phone. Okay?
Yeah, go for it.
10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be ready bang on time for when we go live this time, but hopefully, early next year it'll be there. It's not a. You obviously have to have a contract membership.
Dobrze. W ciągu dnia jakoś?
Yes, on that model. Derbysoft is the meta search thing. So in addition to Google, you have Kayak. You've got.
No dobrze, to jutro zadzwonię i się wtedy konkretnie mówimy.
Jackrabbit is one of them. There's got a load of meta sections, so I can pick
No, godzinka pewnie zajmie.
that one.
Okej, dobrze. To do usłyszenia. Dobrze, dobrze. Dziękuję.
Alright.
Okay, sorry. I have to answer.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Right, where were we? Okay, so for example, if he wants to change image, so the front page is static. This is where Richard likes to do most of his changes. Any other page he can do himself through the backend, including the navigation. So you'll find all of the content here in the front page, the PHP file. Now he wants to change, for example, the image here. He would like to change. So you just go to resources, views, front page, blade. So the blade are the view files. Okay. Just use so you've got extends, which actually extends a layout, which is from a yield. A yield is a content area, and then you got the section where it's easy if I should show you this. It's a front page, okay?
Of
So you've
course.
got yield here. It's content front. So this is the area.
Yes.
So you want to extend the layouts up front. So you're actually using this layout here, and then where you've got section content front, for example, will be appended anywhere between here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, can I, because as I understand, we have to change some resources, some pages. Is it possible to update themes in WordPress? If I update the theme, is it your theme or is the theme from gallery of WordPress?
Yeah, no, this theme is bespoke, so it's our theme. So if, for example, you need to update an image here, you can go to, so it's in sections. So start here is a section. So if you go to find
I
stuff,
understand, I understand, but I'm asking if, because WordPress, as I remember, has many themes. You can download it and use it.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. Is it one of the theme from gallery, or is it your built by you? This theme is built by you or other person in group promotions?
No, it's built by me.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
impossible to update from gallery of every changes. I have to. It's necessary to do it by you and or me or other person from group promotion.
Correct, yeah. If you want to update the core of the theme, for example. But for example, so the only things that you're going to be updating is the homepage. It's mainly static. About us page. This can be so slow. This is all handled by Rich. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So this is the only page that's static. So he'll only ever ask you to do something on here. So you want to be inside of the front page .blade. Okay.
Okay.
Again, download it locally. Get a little bit familiar, and then obviously if you do have questions, just give me a message. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. There's not really much else I can say about that project. Okay, so what was I going to say? Safari Zilla. So for example, if you want to log into group promotions, because I think we use, this one's going to be a little bit different.